Hello world, I'm your host Bunny and I'm here to welcome you to 15 Minutes of, the first look series where we give new games 15 minutes to impress us before we harshly judge it based on no other information than the first 15 minutes of gameplay. And today we're looking at Quantum Conundrum, a game developed by Airtight Games who have previously only done Dark Void. They have hired in Portal creator, or Portal co-creator I should say at least, Kim Swift. So that will be interesting to see. And before we do anything else, I want to point out that video settings like these is utter bullshit. Seriously, resolution and brightness is all I got. The game is clearly a port from either the PSN or the Xbox Live Arcade, but it hasn't been released on the PSN or the Xbox Live Arcade yet and is only available on PC, which makes it even more, I don't know, insulting in some way to have to live with the port when it was out first on a PC. Anyways, we're not here to judge it based on that feature, thankfully. So let's get started with the game instead and see what it has to offer, shall we?
Once upon a time.
Let's skip over the intro this time because I noticed the intro is very long and very talkative, and as far as I've noticed, it's very narrated by the professor, which you can hear in the background here. He pretty much never stops talking. So if you're one of those people who don't like to play with the sound on, you're probably not gonna enjoy this too much to have all the text to read while playing. So, anyways, let's see. Standard WAS and D controls. Pick up with the left mouse button. Okay. And with that we can already say that clearly this game is gonna be about picking up stuff, if they assign the left mouse button for that. And we open doors, or rather press buttons to open doors with it.
You confounded machine.
And
What was that? Oh, good. Should be
drop a held object by pressing left click, obviously, because I already did it. Jump. Who the hell puts a button up here? Really? And I can't... Can I stand on this? It's the only thing I have to access right now.
Wait a minute.
This guy isn't the most creative guy.
Oh, no.
No, he isn't. Okay. What the actual... I'm not gonna finish that sentence. That would be rude at this point. But... Why is the... why are... What's going on? And it's dark.
Wait. What just happened?
If this turns into some kind of a niche game, I'm turning it off right now. I'm just saying that. I'm just putting that out there.
On my watch still seems to work.
So...
I can see you and... Hello? You can hear me, right? Jump around a bit.
Okay. Jump. 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 Can you see me? Well, you're ignoring me.
Well, I most certainly can do better.
Well, I'm glad I jumped for you. Jumped. I can speak good English, me.
Testing. There. Much better. Now, what in the world are you
I was sent here.
Were you supposed to be?
Well, I am here today. Why am I talking to this guy? He can't really hear me. Obviously, it's a game.
We're still on backup power. My head is
So, while he keeps talking, I should say, the graphic style is very cartoony, and I don't mind that. It speaks of a rather friendly game at least, and I hope it will be a friendly game, because else they're fooling me with the graphic style. A door opens. Why does this feel so
last I remember I was
insecure?
in the technology sector and then
And I have also noticed this while recording, that this is the loading screen, you walking. The problem is it's controlled by you, so when you try to walk, the game drops to 4 FPS. Who in their right mind came up with that idea of having that? Why not a loading screen? It's so simple and it works. And it doesn't bother people so much. Let's see. What a...
throw that switch there.
Okay. I'm now taking instructions from an invisible voice.
Well, that wasn't as effective as I'd hoped. You'll have to reactivate the generators in each sector in order to lift the current lockdown.
Okay, so...
Just take the glove,
glove?
in the box with you.
Oh.
I wish you could see my facial expression right now, as I am not. Please.
What a nice uncle I
What you're
have.
holding
Ah,
is an
take
early
the glove.
prototype of the interdimensional ship device, or IDS device.
So, I
It's one
guess
piece of
this is
my
a
latest
tutorial,
invention that should come in
or
handy.
just introduction to the game.
You know, because it's a glove.
And there's a board up there.
If you can access the generator at the back of each wing, we might be able to lift the lockdown on the rest of the house.
So you managed to lock the whole place down, and it's now my job to get you out there.
You should start there first.
If this is how this guy works, how in the world did he survive this long? From the looks of it, maybe he didn't. He's collecting his mustaches, or someone else's mustaches. Creepy nonetheless to have mustaches. And that is one long dog.
Adjustments to the house since the last time you barged in. I mean,
And we're clearly not welcome here either, so that's always nice. And loading, we're loading again. Please hold up.
topics that our family has been studying for several generations are rifts.
Rifts.
Existing between various dimensions.
Uh,
I've been able to develop a power source that will channel enough energy into one of these dimensional rifts.
Yeah, well, a jetpack, why not? Why not?
To travel through.
And a freeze gun. I'm starting to suspect that this guy is an evil genius. Why else would he have jetpacks and freeze guns and dimensional rifts?
Whichever dimension has rifts in the area, you won't have control over the ability to switch dimensions. Yes.
So apparently there will be dimensions. I wasn't listening to him, he kept talking for way too long, and...
This door is using one of my inventions, the repetitive, periodic, articulating Gruide.
You invented
A drinking bird.
a drinking bird.
Except it's far more advanced.
Well done, I guess. I'm so confused right now about what we're doing. Why am I helping him, and why can't he help himself?
Because your glove is an early prototype, it has a few limitations.
And apparently he likes cats, and here we see the loading again. This is starting to get a little bit annoying. And also the fact that he keeps talking so much that if you're not paying full attention at all times, which I rarely do in tutorials, a shift in perspective, you kind of get lost.
This is such an early experiment.
Because
with
apparently he's doing an
dimensions, so I
experiment.
decided to have it triggered remotely with the drinking bird. Instead of operating a door, the bird will trigger a dimensional shift.
Okay, so this bird is now in control
There's an
of
IDF battery in the machine
dimensions
that powers the
around me.
dimensions.
That
Which
feels
in this
really
case is
safe.
Fluffy dimension.
The fluffy
In
dimension.
addition to fluffy
The what
being
now?
embarrassingly adorable, it's also rather useful because everything is 10 times lighter than normal.
I see. This makes little sense. And, oh, I see. I can't carry this when it's normal, but when it's fluffy, I can. This feels like some kind of anti-drug advertisement.
Though that
This
looks
isn't
like a
normal,
regular
but in a fluffy
scale,
dimension,
is in
it
fact
is.
a portable kinetic mass
Carrying saves isn't normal, but in the fluffy dimension it is. So I find it kind of hard to concentrate on doing both these things at the same time, maybe because I'm not really good at multitasking, but having to listen to him while also trying to solve things, it's a real bother. But to describe what I'm seeing, we're carrying saves. Safes. Is that all we're doing in this game? And apparently he's managed to break his place, and God, this is pink and fluffy.
So no matter the dimension,
They weren't kidding on that.
shape, speed, and
And everything turns into fluffy textures.
you should throw that IDS battery into
Throw the battery
receptacle
into a
mounted on the wall.
receptacle mounted on the wall. How do I throw? Right click maybe? Yes,
That
it is.
receptacle will distribute the
Well, now
power
I can apparently fluff myself.
to now use your IDS
Pay no
device
attention to that
switch
sentence.
dimensions at your
Um,
leisure.
And we put this here. And what did that do? It opened the door. Fluff. Open. Fluff.
As I mentioned, dimensional rifts in the manor are
So far, I
magnified by
see the basic premise for the game is that you will be in control of the 4 different dimension, I guess, from the 1, 3, Q, and E on the...
This is what enables you to
Screen.
slip between dimensions.
I also suspect that they will be limiting it back and forth, and it's very much in the style of Portal when you get introduced bit by bit.
Dynamic
What
object
the actual
linear
fuck
ligation
is that?
interface.
Why is it vomiting furniture?
Device.
It's a
I like
cloning
my house
device.
just simple. So I decided to add functionality to her to keep
Books,
everything
lots of
consistent.
books. Ah!
I'll need to tune that
Um,
later.
I'm not sure how I feel about this guy. He keep anything that tries to throw a safe at me. Really? You're trying to kill me, man. we need to find another of these things and throw it into the receptacle so we can fluff this. I'm not sure how I feel about having to say I need to fluff the furniture, and ew, someone else apparently did. Anyways. So we will be seeing 4 dimensions, I guess, in the future, and increasingly difficult puzzles to solve with physics and dimensions. But did anyone else see that behind the... No? Okay, I thought I saw something in the corner. This game is creeping me out a little bit, despite being all cute and fluffy. That's one bouncy safe, and I guess we need to get it over the laser beam. And there we go. Another door. So we're opening doors, lots and lots of doors, and I suspect that's gonna be the main goal in this game. There's another door, and there's another button, and there's another spitter thing that tried to kill me. Let's use the fluffy dimension this time so you can't kill me. How about that? See? Try to throw a safe at me again. I wonder if that's the door and that's glass. Okay, that's how you solve that puzzle. Well done me, I guess. Moving on, we are picking up furniture and putting on button. There's that thing again I saw before in the corner.
Oh, that creature there is an
Interdimensional kinetic entity, or Ike. Yeah, sure. Hi. Bye, Ike. Okay, so door closes when fluffy, can't lift up safe when normal, can throw safe, that works. So throw safe, place safe on button, and keep moving, and right into another loading corridor.
Stop for a minute and take a look at the painting. The machine I referred to as Dolly started out as a simple metal.
So that's
board.
apparently Dolly
It's been in the family since
in the
medieval
early
times.
days, when Dolly was a young murderous machine. I can speak good English today, totally. I'm not sure how I like the game so far. It might be good, might be bad. Hi, Ike. Buttons, buttons, buttons. What happens when I press this? Ike flies,
You don't need me to explain that to you.
and that thing throws safes. How about I fluff the safe? It flies that far. So if we change dimension when it's close enough, it breaks it. Smooth. And we can put this here. And... oh, another one. Another one needed. Because there's 3, and I can count to 3, I promise. Unlike Valve. So there we go, and... door open.
Ah, that's where that
And I got what seems to be a collectible, because obviously any console game needs to have a collectible.
There's got to be more around here somewhere.
And that's a conveyor belt with safes on it.
Conveyor belts. So much of it. Yeah, you lose yourself.
Put this here, another button, and that door opens. How do we get up? We might be able to jump off that creature. That creature is really weird. Anyways, get up here, and done.
So
I hope this game is really long if they're gonna keep this up, but I suspect it's not, because it's only a $15 game, which may or may not be a good thing. But these loading moments just bother the heck out of me so far. I like the graphical style though. The cartoony, it fits kinda in this a fluffy journey of discovery. I need to break the glass, and we need to throw this through there.
you're not helping my
So
headache
far,
right now.
I'm not very impressed by the puzzles because they're really, really simple, and granted I have been playing for about 12 minutes something. I think that this is the point where the game should have been starting. See, fan, fluffy, ride, okay, and normal. I think, as I was saying, I think this should be the point where the game actually ramps up the difficulty and gives me access to everything. But so far I have 1 dimension out of 4, and he's still talking tons about how everything came to be and so forth. What can I do with this? Again, big fan. And fluffy puts it against the wall. So if I put this here, walk around. Can I jump on it? Fan is stronger than the gravity. So far, 1 dimension, a fair bit into the game, to be honest. Well past the tutorial instructions should have been. So, I'm still unsure about this game. The reviewers say it's great, and I guess it is a good game, but the first 15 minutes feels off. It looks nice, it's cute, and it has, I'm sure it's varied and so forth, but I'm gonna continue playing it at least to see where it goes. But for these first 15 minutes, I'm not gonna give it a pass, to be honest. Doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. I mean, this is probably the hardest video I've done so far. Not that many 15 minutes off made so far, but I'd say this is probably the hardest because the game has potential, but the first 15 minutes just isn't giving it to me. And I guess that's what I'm gonna leave you with. Has potential, the first 15 minutes, meh. So, this has been Quantum Conundrum, and I am, as always, your host, Bunny. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and all that other good stuff. Thank you, and goodbye.